Welcome everyone to the Predator Arena. Coming to you live from the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casinos, CSI presents the 2016 U.S. Open 8-Ball Championships. We are in the final day of the tournament. I'm joined by Freddie Agnier and myself, George Teachea. Freddie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. We've got a great matchup. This is the winners of the loser's side, the last two on the left side of the bracket. We have Jesse Bowman versus Shane Van Boening. Shane's been on here. Jesse's been on here. Let's get ready to rock and roll here.
Ready to rock and roll. Shane just got done the match prior to this one against Josh Roberts, playing a perfect 1,000 match, 9 racks in a row. He never missed a ball. There was a run out. The whole match was 1 inning apiece.
Amazing.
I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. It's the first time I've ever seen that. And the only error in the game, if you want to call it an error, was Josh broke, and the cue ball got kissed in for a scratch. Other than that, they both completed. It was a one inning out for every rack.
It'd be a zero inning out for every rack.
Well, yes, exactly.
Shane wins the break. He needs to change. One ball has to be a stripe. One needs to be a solid. Shane doesn't really care.
Yeah, not really. And it matters because, he says.
The rules, of course, we're using at the BC APL, very similar to world standardized rules. Solid and stripe. One of each has to be in the corners of the bottom row. 8 ball in the middle, and everything else is at random, including the head ball. A lot of people like to put that one ball.
Yep, we're on 7-foot diamond tables, Simonis cloth, Cyclop balls.
Ball in, 2 balls in.
Predator chalk, 2 balls in, 3 balls in.
How would you like to break like that every single time?
I just watched it. He did it almost every time. Great break.
14-6 are obviously the trouble ball, but everything is wide open.
What do you like here, Freddie? You like the stripes or the solids?
Well, if you can make the 14, you might shoot it now. Both are really good, so if you take the solids, you have an opportunity to break out the 6-14 if you had to, if the 6 doesn't have a pocket.
Well, he made 3 stripes, but the 14 is the only available one for a shot.
Right. The 6 ball actually might go down by us here by the 4 ball. Maybe we can take a look. It does go. So he doesn't even have to break anything out.
He's going solids.
Yeah. He's either going to run into it or play position for it, I think. What do you think?
Play position for it.
Right at it.
That looks pretty open from there, doesn't it?
Yeah, and with less stripes there, it's actually the low balls lay better. They lie better.
Lie better, yes. Sure do.
They lie better, and they did lay better.
Well, Shane lost his opening match to Taylor Anderson, and since then has won every match.
That seems like a lifetime ago.
He's had 2 hill matches in that string of matches. And he's going to proceed to just pick this rack apart with a 7. Go upstream or the 4 now. It matters not to him.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter to him. Shane plays patterns that wouldn't be typical 8-ball patterns, but his shot control, his cue ball control, is so much better than the pack that the availability of good patterns are a much wider range for him than most others. Very reminiscent of Efren Reyes when Efren plays 8-ball. It's not really the same 8-ball patterns that we're used to, but Efren's skill and cue ball control completely makes it a different game.
So there's a standard pattern, and then there's an enhanced pattern by these guys. Okay.
There's a standard pattern, an enhanced pattern, and then there's the Shane patterns. Because he doesn't get in trouble.
No, his shot and shot selection is extremely logical.
For his skill level.
For his skill level, exactly.
Even that he's come up odd on this after all that discussion, shaking his head. Play for that side pocket shot. He'll get out of this, but it suddenly becomes a little bit more tricky shot.
Yeah, I think he came off the rail a little harder than you wanted to. Not much. Probably wanted that 1 ball on the side to get to the 3.
And now he has to convince himself to shoot the 3 ball up table, down the rail, past the 2 points that always leap out at the side pocket. They always move.
Or go back and forth with the 1 ball
to
get on the 3, the lower part of the 3. But he might bump the 3. But no, you're right.
Dragging it up.
He doesn't believe bumping balls. Doesn't want to bump it. He's going to fire it down and to continue his string.
Not exactly a standard pattern.
No. This is a difficult shot.
And something leaped out.
This is a difficult shot. Any ball down the rail on the opposite side of the side when you're crossing the side pocket. And
I think it's fair to say that this is the first shot that Shane has missed in about a day.
well, it's the first shot he's missed in the past 10 games. In this game, actually. Not the past 9 games in this one.
Advantage, Jesse Bowman.
And he doesn't feel like he missed it, I don't think.
It made it past the two side. Maybe it just caught the last side point.
It's just those shots are so difficult to say why they're missed.
I'll go with Gremlins.
Opportunity for Jesse.
How big is this to win the first game that Shane broke?
Well,
especially after Shane and his perfect match last time. I'm sure Jesse heard about it.
Yes, and it's proven to be a difference in several games, in several matches. One game.
He needed a roll there. He bumped the ball out.
He's got a tough shot here. I doubt that he shoots the combo, but it's possible. He'll cut the ball all the way down to the corner. Might he play safe behind? You think he plays safe behind the 11?
Highly doubt it.
So do I.
One rail
I
kick for
Shane
Shane would be just too easy.
The bank shot? Both. He's got a choice. We'll see what he chooses.
Can you do if he was a dart jumper, he might jump that.
And do what with the 14 once he makes it?
It passes the 3, doesn't it? Because the 3 isn't exactly blocking the pocket.
It's there.
Right. Yeah, that's not blocking.
It's
the
there.
pocket, so.
Now you can hit it. I think he banks it before he jumps it.
Firing up table.
Yeah.
Firing up table. 14 in the corner pocket. Good angle here. We'll know immediately. We'll know immediately if he goes in the pocket.
No.
He did not. He's going to play safe behind the 11
safe
ball.
behind this.
So, not bad. And I think he was playing that all the way.
I believe
Both.
so. Especially by the way the cue ball moved. Instead of going back and forth, he went around. So,
well, Shane's an excellent kicker of the ball, and you expect him to, I mean, it's so silly. You expect him to make it. He can't even see the ball, and he hasn't even looked at it yet.
Well, keep in mind that shot he kicked yesterday.
Best kick. One of the best kicks
It's
I've
on
ever
Facebook
seen.
right now. Someone posted it to Facebook.
Excellent.
It's a two-rail. He kicked it 2 rails
Was
out the middle of the table.
Was it just the video, or did it have the commentary too?
It had just the video. I think I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I just saw it.
Well, he's counted the diamonds here, and this is one of the earliest trick shots I ever saw. The one rail kick. One rail kick. Just a slow follow, and it's cut exactly in half.
Let's see how he shoots this. Does he shoot it hard, soft?
I don't think so. It's soft enough because the 8 ball is going to go in the side pocket.
Correct. That's what I'm thinking too. But he wants to keep his line, and he doesn't want to let it open up too much. So he's measuring. Interesting how he measured from the diamond to get the perfect. The diamond leads is just parallel to that first diamond from the side pocket on the right. Parallel line.
He's got it.
No, he doesn't. Yes, he does.
My.
Wow, I thought it hung up. I thought that ball stayed up. Wow.
Well, Jesse had a chance. It's not like he blew it. He did have to break out the ball, and it just didn't get there.
And he's down 1 game. But on serve, as you might say.
On serve. 1-0. Shane Van Boening.
Wow. That shot on Facebook was fantastic. He kicked it from from nowhere.
From nowhere in jail.
Nowhere in jail. We commented on the safe that, was it Francisco?
Yes.
And he's out of the jaws of the lower corner pocket. The 3 ball is up about where the cue ball is right now, up by the side pocket. And he kicks it 2 rails into the upper right-hand corner pocket.
Cuts it up in the corner pocket.
What a fantastic kick shot. Shot of the tournament, probably. Or one of them.
And it's not like he aimed any kind of diamonds, didn't use the +2 system or anything like that. He just jacked up, put a hair of English, and boom.
Yeah, he felt it and fired it.
Interesting break here.
Well, he's made a ball.
Take a look at the cue ball.
Can't. Will now. There we go. What do you shoot?
We can't see anything. He doesn't even have a combination, maybe. I don't know. He's got a whole lot of trouble. Does the 4-ball pass? No, it doesn't.
His best shot is probably either the 11 in the side or the 9 in the side. The 11 ball's up by the left-hand side pocket.
The 9 ball doesn't look very clean. There's a 3 ball in this spot.
Yeah, right. But that's, wow. Let's see what he comes up with.
Safety on the 4 ball.
You're playing Shane Van Boening. You just played him safe a second ago, didn't you? He just went for a two-way shot.
Got the best of it.
Got the best of it and got the worst of it. You got the goose egg on the score. Didn't work out in your favor.
Not exactly the break you wanted to have.
Mm-mm. Well, the break's okay. The cue ball's not.
Yeah, that's right. Get the jump stick out. Jump something.
Could be. But again,
can you imagine after the break a jump shot?
Now, you don't see this too often where you've had to play, where you're forced to play safe off the break.
Yeah, and you rarely see it where you have to play it against Shane Van Boening.
Well, where do you play safe against Shane? Or just like when you're playing 10-ball or 9-ball, where do you push out against Shane?
A little smirk from Shane. Well, he's calling a ball. Probably the 7 ball.
That's actually a good call, Freddie. That's actually a very good call.
He's made it. Good shot. Appreciative crowd is stunned.
Not one applause.
Not one applause.
Well, you clap for him then.
I will.
We should. That was a
because
nice
now
shot.
he has a
Very
shot
nice
to get out. I think he's got an open table now. 3-ball goes, so pick him up.
I totally agree. He's got more than a shot to get out. He's got a likelihood of an out here. I believe he'll shoot the 5.
I think so.
Then the 1, the 4, and then the 3.
It'd be interesting how he finishes this because it looks like the 3 ball is going to be the last ball.
Well, let's see how exactly.
Unless he goes to it right now, that way he doesn't have to deal with the 3 as last.
He did.
Good choice, I think.
Yep, he sure did.
Good angle there.
He'll come up right by the 8.
Don't get caught in the 8.
Wow. Wow.
A little loose.
He does play fast and loose, doesn't he?
Suddenly the bump made this a little bit harder. 3 balls over on the left side are in play. Back and forth between them. Don't hit anything. He did.
And maybe okay.
He should be okay.
He's going to have to run. Make sure he doesn't bump anything here. He did. But to his advantage.
He got there.
To his advantage.
Notice that Jesse's bumping balls, and Shane is really not unless he wants to.
Oh, that's definitely something I pointed out. I can see. And I noticed that in his hot seat match with Rory Hendrickson that he'll bump balls. He doesn't mind bumping them.
Right. Now, granted, in the 8-ball game on a small table, there is a lot of bumps and combinations. But when you have a break like Shane's on new cloth, I guess that's one of the reasons Shane doesn't end up bumping a lot of balls. But the other fact is that his cue ball control is just outstanding.
Well, I saw several runouts by Shane in the last match where he played Josh Roberts, and bumping balls maybe 3 times in the 9
And he probably meant to.
Exactly, and he did. In fact, there was one time he tried to bump the 8-ball. That didn't come out, but he bumped it. Yeah, he's played very, very crisp, very, very clean position, and not bumped a thing.
I think Shane was telling Jesse that he left his chalk on the table.
Oh, you can't leave your chalk on the table?
Well, he was just telling him chalk's on the table. Let's see the limited motion of this guy's break. God. Oh, cue ball found its way into the side pocket.
That wasn't limited, and out of 10 breaks, that's the first one that I've seen scratched today.
Already on his break, he's doing considerably worse versus last.
Well,
the fact is he failed to break and run both.
Well, how do you follow up a perfect match?
Well, you can tell only downhill from there, I think.
Pretty
It's
much.
either exactly the
Pretty
same
much.
or downhill. Well, looks like Jesse's got an open table. He's got ball in hand, and everything goes. The 9-15 combination is certainly in play.
See what he goes with here. Ball in hand. Takes the stripes. Will he play the combo in the 9-15?
Well, he doesn't need to. I think I love that play. I think the ball was covering the side pocket, is no longer covering the side pocket. He really needs to call that if he's going to be playing the combination. He may have, and I just didn't see it. I mean, I know it's obvious, but we are playing call ball and pocket. And that includes any combinations, kicks, caroms. You don't have to call the combinations kicks and caroms, but you have to call the ball and pocket if you're going to do those.
Well, he's off and running.
Watch out.
He's leaving the 9-ball there for a reason. What reason? To block the last 2 balls for Shane if he has to, I guess.
Personally, I never do that. If I'm going to be running out, I'm going to use that ball to get out.
I agree, because now he has to go up and then back down for this 15
And
ball.
by doing that last play, he accidentally bumped the 8 into a worse spot. Now, of course, the 8 ball still goes in the lower left, and it probably sneaks in by the 5, but he didn't have to bump those.
Well, he does move the ball around very well, and he's going to have to get to that side.
Well, the 5 might go. I mean, it might go past the 5, but
he's
it
not
should be
trying.
easy.
He's going to that side.
It's a
Perfect.
very nice out. Jesse Bowman is a great small table player.
Specialist.
He is very well known in the country for small table play.
And this is the first time
he's got a lead.
Shane has trailed in this match. And
hey, listen, Jesse Bowman wasn't in the finals for the hot seat for
nothing.
by luck.
No, he didn't luck his way there, did he? No, he's a fine player.
May not play the same way that Shane plays, but he knows his way around these tables.
Well, as we all know, there's different styles to playing pool.
And
different ways, different patterns, different ways to control the cue ball.
Exactly.
Everybody tries to stick to their strengths. And Jesse's strength is playing on a 7-foot table.
That's right.
I'm sure he plays has a good 9-foot
table, but he is well known for the smaller tables.
Yes. I've heard for many years, his name here and there. This is the first time I've seen him live, but I've heard his name thrown around as
He's using the second ball break. Absolutely smashed it. Balls all over the place.
Cue ball at the bottom of the table again, which is different than the other players breaking from the
head ball.
From head ball.
Well, the 1 ball in the side pocket's if it goes past the 14.
You like the combo there?
Well, if the 1 ball doesn't pass the 14, then I like the combo. Because how else is he going to get it? It must mean by shooting this, and he didn't even look, it must go.
That combo's lined up real nice, but still, it's a combo.
Right, you can't play a combo now.
No, can't play it now.
Or you can if you wanted to get up the table, but it must go. The 1 ball must go past the 14.
If he moves the 7 ball now, will he be able to get to the 1 ball later?
No, right now, because it goes. He's thinking it goes.
Okay.
And he must have enough room to bounce out. I'd hope so. Goes by
Does
a
it?
little bit.
Goes by a little bit? He shook his head.
Because he can't, I think because he must have to get this out.
It goes.
He had to smash it out of there.
Yeah. He fired it past the corner there.
All right. Either ball he takes here, I think going back to the center of the table.
Yeah.
Don't flirt with any of these balls.
He's coming around to the bottom underneath at 8-13. Yep.
Don't flirt with the balls. Don't flirt with the balls. Well, guess what?
Why do they never listen to you, Freddie?
I don't know.
The players just pretty much ignore you. And me.
And
they have their own way of doing things.
Well, this way is not going to be any good. It looks like he's going to have to go off the rail to get that ball out in the open, because the 8-ball will come down.
He
did go off the rail,
but
he can at least see the 8-ball.
He's going to play it in the lower right-hand corner, all the way down the table here.
But you're right. If you just stayed clear of that 10-ball, and there's a huge space in the middle, right? I think he's going to make this.
I think we both know he didn't intend to roll all the way to the 10-ball, but he did, and he missed the ball.
Slide. Oh, wow. That's another give up. He could be up 4-0.
As I heard it said sometime during this tournament, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I heard earlier in the week somebody said close but no cigar.
Right. Did you look that up, where that comes from?
I don't have to look that up. That's absolutely a carnival game when they're doing the when you're hitting the bell with the hammer. And if you get the ring of the bell, they give you a cigar.
There we go. Now we know. Well, this has kind of got a. I'd like to say this has a carnival atmosphere. People are really quiet here, so there's no carnival atmosphere.
It's almost like a church.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, and people are quiet, intently watching.
Well, table is wide open. All you have to do is just all Shane is going to do is just pop up and put him in.
Luzier settles for $4,100 in third place. The winner goes on to meet Rory Hendrickson in the final match coming up right after this one at 5:30.
Rory Henderson from Fargo Billiards, I believe.
Hendrickson, he's the house pro for Mike Page. Largest pool hall and bar in the country, I believe.
Is that right?
Yes.
We need to go.
I think at least 100 tables, someone said.
Wow. Shane Van Boening gets the break of serve back after Jesse failed to get out on a wide open rack.
Ties it at 2, and he started breaking, so he'll maintain his break if they get to the hill. He'll be breaking for the win. If this match goes hill, he won the lag. He gets the. If you call the break an advantage, he gets the break. And the way they were breaking and running out the last rack, and even this rack, it's an advantage. Fargo rate. Speaking of Fargo rate, take a look at the players' rating down on the bottom, right underneath their name. 823 versus 726. They're tied, and Jesse is at a severe disadvantage. Fargo says that there's an 11% chance that Jesse Bowman will win this match.
Win from here.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting considering they're.
Well, there goes the cue ball again.
It's interesting.
There goes the cue ball again.
They're both this deep into a tournament. They obviously had to. He's obviously had to break and run a lot of racks to get here.
Wow, this is
3 racks in a row that he didn't break and run. Two scratches.
2 scratches.
So he's like immensely worse than.
4 games played, he's scratched twice on the break. We're in our 5th game.
Jesse choosing the low balls, and again, I believe all balls are open. There isn't any real trouble balls. We can invent one, but in fact, I'm not even going to invent one. There really is no trouble balls here. I usually like to try to invent one, but I don't see one.
Trouble ball, any ball that isn't in the hole already.
Well, he doesn't need to be jacking himself up here.
No, he's not. He's probably playing the 3 ball in the corner. The 2 or the 4. Maybe he's got a choice. There's 4 balls he can choose from.
Yep.
And they're all straight in.
He's out here. I mean, everything looks very good.
That's a nice position to be in. 4 balls to choose from and all straight in.
The only problem is if he puts this ball right in the middle, there's too many balls to choose from. Right here, he can shoot every ball. Don't flirt with the 8.
He's not flirting with any of them. He's just going to
fire him
right in. If you call that flirting, Well, it starts with an F.
Straight shot on the 8. There you go.
This isn't the Jesse Bowman we saw in the hot seat match.
Let me tell you, Jesse Bowman could be up.
This one is more focused.
He could
much
be up.
more
He
focused.
could be up 5-0. Shane made enough mistakes that Jesse could be up from that first track, and Jesse's he gave away the last one.
Keep in mind, Shane is in the chair thinking, I need this match so I can get in the finals. I just got done winning the 10-ball U.S. Open.
He could double up.
I want the 8-ball U.S. Open, and that means I win 2 U.S. Opens in 6 days.
This is also a Moscone Cup event.
And I get double
points,
double
really, right?
points.
Because there's 2 tournaments. Shane hasn't really been in the top 3 of this or the money list. I think he's got to catapult himself.
Mm-hmm. Well, to Shane, really, Moscone-wise, it doesn't matter. He'd be the captain's pick anyway.
Right. But I think, would rather be
of course
automatic in.
Of course. If you're going to be on a list, where do you want to be?
8-ball in the corner pocket.
Yeah. At the top.
So he has the choice here, and Jesse says he's going to shoot. He has the choice of a re-break, but he's going to shoot.
Pocketed the 8. You know, that's like the 3rd time I've seen that.
He's fortunate that actually the 8-ball went, because if it didn't go, it'd be tough to run out.
The stripes are all open. The solids have the 2-5.
2-5, but the 5 goes.
And the 7. Yeah, they have pockets. You can create pockets for it.
The 14 is going to be the toughest ball for the stripes. 15, sorry, 15.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's forced to shoot the high balls.
Mm-hmm. Either that or shoot a long shot on that 6-ball, which might not go by the 12. He could shoot the problem ball, but that's huge there. He's going to get better on it.
Well, if he gets below
the window, and you got the window. Follow this down for the 13, you think?
He still has to worry about the 14, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And the 13 is also a little bit of trouble ball.
But when he gets rid of the 9, the pocket opens up for the 14 for the lower corner pocket.
Right.
So he could shoot the 9, the 14, which is in the middle of the table above the side pockets, over for the 15, and come down.
He has a little bit of work here to go.
Yeah, he's got work. He's got work. But it lays out. He may take the 2 balls on the bottom and then address the 3 balls up on top, or he may take the 3 balls on the top and then address the 2 balls on the bottom. Who knows? He might mix them up too. His choice. Our guess, his choice. My guess, his choice. Freddie doesn't guess. When he calls something, he knows it's happening. See where he went.
He's going down the table.
Yeah,
as long as he doesn't get straight, then he has options.
That's the best way to approach that one right there. And
what angle does he have here? Looks like he's fairly flat.
Doesn't go over here though, so he's in trouble.
Yeah, he might go 2 rails backwards between the 2 and the 3, or go forward and play the 12 ball.
Mm-hmm. He's coming back.
Backwards
He's
between
coming
the 2
back.
and the
by the 8. Got to
way.
get by the 8. Got to get by the 8. Got by the 8.
Well, I think he's made it a little. Well, this was a tough rack because the 15 has been sitting there all this time.
He might go to the 15 next. It's got to come off. It's got to come off. He's going to have a hard cut here on this.
He's
this
firing.
14 ball. He's firing. He's cutting it to the upper right-hand corner. His ball making skills
Get
are
up
so
there. Oh boy,
good,
oh boy.
His cue ball there let him down. And
I think he's
Shane
going to
comes
give
out of
another
the
one
table.
back.
Yep, sure does.
It wasn't easy, but he needed to.
No, he needed to come off that rail, and he didn't come across far enough. He left himself a very difficult shot.
Yeah, and I know we usually talk about leaving that trouble ball last, but he never really got a good opportunity to get back there. He had to clear the 9 and then come back up table for that 15. So he had a tough rack, even though everything was open, and he was forced to shoot the high ball.
Well, in hindsight, he could have addressed the 3 balls on top and then come for the 2 on the bottom. And at the time, I think he was there.
I see what you're saying.
But here, either way, he's let Shane come back to the table. And this is a guy you want to keep in the chair because he can not only hurt you here, he can kill you here. He's a monster. I think they stopped looking for the Loch Ness in Scotland. He's in Vegas right now, running racks.
Shortest. When he shakes his head like that, usually means he's going to put a stroke on. Nope, he's going to stop shot.
I was going to say that's not much of a stroke.
Yeah, it's, you know, he seems to me like he's content in leaving the 4-ball in the corner, and for a guy of this skill level, absolutely doesn't need to. It seems like a throwback from his earlier days. Well, there's the 4.
Here you go. He's not going to leave it in the corner.
He's not going to leave it in the corner now.
He's not leaving it there, Freddie. He's coming down. Does he come down all the way, or does he take the 3-ball on the way?
Probably comes down.
He takes the 3-ball on the way.
He just plays everything different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Side pocket.
You know, either way you wanted to play that.
There's the head shake.
Coming over to the right side of the table with a little bit of draw, just like that. And he's given himself pretty much the perfect angle to come up. He can play the 8-ball on the side or the corner. He's good to go.
I was thinking they're going to play in the corner pocket, and he did.
He did, yeah. Sometimes some players like to just roll it real soft and take the side pocket shot. I like what he did there and went to the corner. Round of applause. He's going to step out for a second or two. And this ties it up. We're tied at 3 in a race to 9. Shane Van Boening and Jesse Bowman looking to win this match and get into the finals against Rory Hendrickson. Oh my God. Force it forward. Wow.
And we're back in action here. Shane back from the break.
Mm-hmm. Tied at 3.
Yeah, Jesse's made some way too many late game mistakes here. One, he's fortunate to be tied, but he's also he could have been up 6-0 or 5-1.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, Shane has made the mistakes too.
Correct.
He's scratched twice.
Scratches and breaks.
2 scratches on the break, and we've only had 6 games played. So 1/3 of the games played were on scratches on the break. I believe Jesse scratched on the break too?
I don't think so.
Okay, no. I was going to say, so that means half the breaks.
He's been shooting on with ball in hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been shooting at every game.
Wow. So Shane is fortunate to still be in this match.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit that ball much slower.
And this is close too. Look at this. I mean, it's right in front of the pocket. He could easily get kicked in or kissed in. But looks like he's made a ball. His options are quite a few. His options are all solids, though. Options are all solids. He's going to start out with the 7.
How's the 2-ball look?
The 2-ball looks tough. He's got
Break
2
it right
balls
here?
bothering it. He's going to have to, and he'll have
3-ball is
he'll
the
have
supreme backup.
he'll have the 3-1 or the 3-ball. I mean the 5-1 or the 3-ball for backup. He's broken it up successfully. He's going to shoot it now.
Plays position for it.
Oh, sure does. And then let's see if he shoots the 5-1 when he gets to those 2 balls.
I think so.
Or he shoots them separately. I think he just pointed and indicated that he's probably going to try to get straight in right
That's
here.
an interesting way of pointing. See how he does that?
It's easy to visualize that way.
But he doesn't do a one-hand point. He does a 2-hand with the right hand up and the left hand down.
Okay. So he's more dramatic.
I think so.
Oh.
That's a good way to put it.
And you can stop it right there. Try to make sure the 5-ball either follows it in or stays right in front of the pocket. Doesn't matter if it falls in or not. He'd rather it fall in because he's straight in on the 4. So why not? Because now I have to spend all this time shooting this ball again. I already hit it once.
He doesn't want to get jacked up over here.
No. And he doesn't. And he's coming back. Straight back.
You draw this all the way back?
Mm-hmm.
Hit.
Zoom. And up. I didn't think he'd draw it that hard.
He gave a little smirk because now he's a little bit straight. If he had been all the way to the end rail, it'd be easy.
Exactly.
Of course, obviously he can handle this.
He just eases it up the left rail there. Oh. Did he catch the corner?
He may have, but it looked like he was playing for the side pocket.
I think he was,
anyway, which is, that's Shane. I don't think other people do that.
I think everybody else I know eases it up by the side pocket to shoot it in the corner. I think
so.
A lot of shots that I call like that, I call them out of personal preference. That's not necessarily the right way to play them, but that's why I call it, because that's something that
seems to be the most common way that you do it or see it.
It's the most common way I've seen it done, and it's the way I'd go about it. Doesn't mean I'm right. Believe me, his Fargo rating is like 5,332 points higher than mine.
Bill I'm not sure what Bill had asked
him
or talked to Shane about.
Got a smile out of him.
Got a smile out of it. He pointed to his glove. Maybe he was talking about last night.
Oh, don't put it down in the middle of the match.
Don't take it off in a huff.
Last night in a match versus Francisco Bustamante, in the last rack, it looked like I think Shane broke and scratched, or did Francisco?
Shane broke and scratched on the last game.
And they were hill, and Francisco Bustamante proceeded to run out. And as he came to the table, Shane took his glove off and laid it on the case.
Almost. I mean, I don't think he was meaning to be sharking or anything like that.
No, because Francisco's back was turned to him, so there was no shark involved. No, I don't mean to insinuate that at all. But maybe there was reference to that. Anyway, Jesse broke the balls. The cue ball is surrounded by 2 stripes, but he's straight in on the 6th ball, which is the lime green ball right there. And he'll proceed to make quick work of it. He's got to move the 3. He'll do it now.
He does make quick work. Get right on top of that 14. You hit it, stay in play. Should be good.
Well, if it's not good on the bottom, it's good on the top. It's straight into the 7 or the 1.
Back and forth.
Back and forth.
That's quite a shot.
It's just that center range just keeps you on that line, and it's so fun. You can just go back and forth and test the rails.
4 ball's a little bit tricky. You should take care of that.
Anymore.
Hold on, hold on.
He's shooting it now. Come over for the 7, then the 1, and then, of course, the 8 right next to the 1 there at the top of your screen.
Good shot. Good shot. Looks like it's perfect position.
It is perfect. Jesse's playing much better in this match than he did in his hot seat match.
Nice out. Nice quick out.
Guys are trading punches back and forth. A lot of body shots there. Shane to break.
Shane's last break almost scratched. He scratched twice and almost scratched the last. See if he can change it and make sure that he gets that cue ball at least to try to stay in the center.
On his scratches, he was getting bumped in, right? It wasn't going towards the pocket.
Oh, no. The one of his went directly into
the side?
Into the side pocket.
Yeah.
And the other one got corralled in, but was heading that direction, general direction.
When you go to the side pocket, it means you miss the center of the ball, of the head ball. And so it, tapers off to the side there.
Yeah. He had jumped back, and of course he has the follow spin on it. It followed about a diamond forward right into the side pocket.
Oh, okay. So his doesn't float over. It kind of jumped back and then went towards the side with English, yeah.
Most of his breaks have follow on it. The cue ball jumps back, and the follow tries to hold it up. Even though he hits low.
He's breaking from the same spot. There's exactly what you indicated.
Just a little bit of follow to stop it from going all the way back.
Made a ball on the break, I believe.
I hear something rolling.
Yeah, something's rolling around, and Jesse's not moving, so I'm assuming there's a ball been made on the break. Otherwise.
The 6 ball's relatively deep in the pocket. Tough to play position with it without running the cue ball.
When nothing gets made, their opponents are fast out of the chair.
That's true.
Yep.
I think the 7 ball goes in the side pocket.
Off the 11 there, or next to the 11?
It might go clean, but obviously it's a very tight 4 ball goes someplace. At least has a pocket.
Well, let's see. That would be the only issue with this whole rack.
I think so.
The 4 ball has to go up.
The fact that these balls are in the middle of the table makes it the issue. Look at all these balls right in the middle. Tough to drive your car around there when you have a whole bunch of rocks in the way.
It's an awful small car. I'm going on a diet so I can fit in that car. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right?
Right. Well, he plays the 7 and the 15, and that opens up the side pocket for the 4. Maybe that's what he's looking at.
He's looking at the stripes. Actually, the stripes are the way to go.
They look the stripes look good.
They have a real nice pattern, real nice flow to them. Yeah, see, that's what he's looking at there. Especially if the 9 ball goes. If the 9 ball doesn't go in the bottom corner pocket, it goes to the side off of the 2 balls there on the left side of the spot.
I think the 9 passes the 2 as well.
Correct, but if it doesn't, he's got options for it too. So he is going to select the stripes, shooting the 12 ball in the center pocket, side pocket.
A little bit of a bump there. I'm not quite sure. He sort of got away with it, didn't he?
Well, he's limited to 1 shot. Let's put it that way.
That's right. Gave a big.
Yeah, they never like to be limited to 1 shot. Sigh of relief,
yes,
maybe?
I think so. He's digging at it.
He's digging at it, so you think he's going for the 11
11
next.
ball. Slider on the 5.
Yep. probably comes back for those 2, and then the 9 in the side or the corner. And he's got the ball in the bottom, so he's taking the 9 ball now.
Interesting if he actually bumps a ball here where it doesn't seem like he needs to. Low right-hand English. No, he did. He went ahead and bumped the ball.
Bump it to Nowhereville. It doesn't matter to him because you can play this and then still have options.
Ten ball. He just doesn't like the 4 ball where it was. Right?
Or either that or he likes the 4 ball to keep him where
Keep
he
on
wants to
kissing
be.
it.
Yeah.
He loves the 4 ball.
Smooching it. Up and down. Yep. Yeah. We're watching him go up and down on that, and he gets
perfect.
Straight in. Nice soft follow, or he can check over if he wants.
I think he can do no wrong if he goes forward.
Mm-hmm. Put a little inside English on that to make sure he came to his right.
You'll notice that ball, no matter where that ball stopped, was in play, in correct play for this ball.
The entire time, yes. And again, to go
up again,
serve and go up again.
That's his first break and run of this set.
This set. Well, it's a good time to start when you're tied.
And we're in the crucial area. We're at that game 5, about a piece, 5-4.
Yeah, we're rounding the turn.
We are halfway there. About. Yeah, we're exactly halfway there, aren't we? 9 games in a total of potential of 17.
Question for the referee from Shane. Didn't change the score.
Oh, he went down to 5-4.
Yeah, he didn't change.
They went the wrong way. Pretty sure Shane is in the lead here. There you go.
I was looking at the score and kind of
I just
wondering
looked at the 5 and 4.
No, I just said, what happened here? I thought we were just tied and Shane's down a game. I wasn't sure. So
look at this. Good break by Jesse. Cue ball went all the way up table. He's landed the cue ball up table and down table.
Wow, it took the player for us to catch that. I missed it, but I was looking. I was uncomfortable with the score.
Something was wrong.
Yeah, something was wrong. My radar was going off.
Has a shot at the 9 on the side. Oh, hold it. Wow, that ball went a lot farther than I'd ever believe he was trying. 14 on the side, maybe, possibly. If he makes this, I think everything else is solved. 12 goes on the side, so he's going to be on that side of the table.
He's going over there. Is he straight into it, or does he have an angle to follow down? Missed ball. Trying to get the follow down, I think. He was pretty straight there, I guess. I'm not sure.
Certainly something he didn't need to miss.
No.
And he's surprised to have missed it.
Big opportunity for Shane. This is actually one of Jesse's first errors to allow Shane to really hurt him.
No, he had a couple of breaks that he failed to run late. So this would be his third. The 6 ball doesn't go as of right now, but Shane will figure it out.
Here we go. A little bump on the 10 next. 2 balls, a little bit of a concern, is it? Or is he going to shoot that right here?
Feels like he's going to shoot this right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he played position for the 6 ball.
That'd be a great call. If he draws this, that's exactly where the cue ball goes. If he doesn't get there, he still has the 4 or the 7.
Perfect. That's just good pool by Mr. Van Boening.
Well, he recognizes he's got a problem there, and he wants to get to it.
He attacked it right away.
Yes.
Right down the line here.
Right down the line.
Never hit a rail.
All the way back for the 3.
He's going to stare at the 7 here for a second.
He might take that. No, I don't. He might take that now. Because on the with the 7, he can get on the 3 to get to the 4, and the 8 ball is at the top of at the head of the table on the head rail. So he's going to want to head that way. Decisions.
This might be his best chance to get the 7.
He's got the open window. He might as well crawl through it. At this point, it's more like a door, isn't it? And he can walk. But where does he go? Does he follow down for the 3 in the side? And he ends up with the wrong angle? Oh,
right.
He'll let us know. He will let us know. He's taking the 4 ball now.
He got there.
He got the 7 again. Same location.
There really isn't much difference between this and the last shot.
No. So, see how he attacks the 3. Does he attack the 3 ball into the right-hand side pocket, or does he come over to the corner? Actually, too, he can go to the corner.
And that's what he's looking at.
Yeah, he's looking at that now. Or does he come up and shoot in the same pocket and then get up there?
It's funny. He's done this for a few times where he's looked on one side, and then shoots it to
the
the other side.
Oh, he keeps us on our toes.
Interesting.
There you go. And neither one of us saw that, did we?
Interesting. Yeah, he never shot. He never looked at that decision.
I thought he might come around it and not draw it straight back into it. But
he doesn't like it. I'm not sure why. It looks like he has some kind of angle on there so he can punch across or punch between. Yep.
I'm thinking he's going to come.
This one's punch across and this punch between.
There you go. That's why I said, the punch between. That's what you mean. Between the 12 and the 10 is what Freddie was.
We're using the imaginary telestrator.
Yeah, we have a monitor right in front of us, and we just point at it and go here, go there. He didn't even do that. He went to the side.
He punched across. So that was the punch across move.
Either way, now it's just a cut down the rail. Looks scarier than it did a second ago when the angle was different on the screen.
Right.
Not so scary when it drops in the pocket. 6-4.
Stretching out a lead.
6-4 and the break.
After Jesse Bowman missed straight in shot into the side pocket, but he was shooting right out of the pocket, so it wasn't a gimme.
He was shooting out of the corner for the side diagonally, and he was straight in. And he was trying to move the cue ball a little bit to get better position for the next ball.
If Shane breaks and runs this racket to consolidate the break, he'll have a commanding lead and in a position to just break and run his racks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll take a dry bait by Shane to enable Jesse to catch up. Pretty obvious, of course. Rory Hendrickson is waiting for the winner of this match right here. We'll have that for you at 5:30.
Here we go. Keep it in the middle, Shane. That's what he's thinking. Keep it in the middle.
Keep it on the table.
Yeah. He did.
Yes, he did. I don't think anything's going to influence that ball to a corner. It's too far away. But we've seen stranger things.
Well, it's open. Both sets are fairly open. Stripes the first shot if he wants. 12 ball in the corner pocket.
Well, there's only, is it 5 stripes on the table? No, there's 6. 3 up there and 3 on the bottom. And he's all done with him here. Yeah, this is pretty much connect the dots. Hate to say it that way, but it.
I think for him, there's a good chance.
Yeah.
I think he'd like to get below the 13. He wants to make sure that he can attack the 13.
He's
just
doing
like that.
now.
That way he can get down for the 9, because the 9 only goes to the lower left pocket.
Mm-hmm. And he'll.
Not really any kind of problem here. It's just that's the way this rack is meant to be run out. This might have been one rack here that he runs exactly the way everybody else would.
So you're going to say he goes with the flow on this rack?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Nice and easy. Up for the 14. Does he go around this 8-3?
Yeah, I think so. This way.
Better.
Like that.
And he does it very, very well.
You notice he's got a little off angle here. I think he'll just stop
It's
it,
a
right?
little stop shot, I think.
It might travel.
No, he's going to travel it back and forth. And
see, he's so comfortable doing that.
And
the rest of us, maybe not so much.
That angle is kind of comfortable because you come with a little bit of inside, and it is pretty comfortable.
For a top player.
Nice shot, Shane. And this gives him a 7-4 lead.
There's that, putting that cue stick with the butt in the railing.
Jay asked a couple of people, and what his answer was that it keeps, if there's chalk on the table, you don't get it on your wrap.
That's a good answer. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I
that's the reason for that.
I wonder if any of them actually think that.
I didn't know pool players were that smart. I didn't know we were that smart.
I didn't. Who did he ask?
And how much powder is on the table?
Well, maybe that's it. At least one of our professional players using a certain chalk.
Well, that was one game. That was one match that really
chalked it up.
It took him 40 minutes to clean the table after he played on it. And here we go.
Here we go. Jesse needs to get a ball in the break and run out.
He's got to do his job here and make sure he gets the win. Otherwise, it's going to get ugly.
I didn't hear a ball move.
Nothing. I see the rack moved. Magic rack moved. But
plenty of congestion.
All in the middle of the table. Cue ball at the bottom of the table. Lower left-hand corner. On the right of your screen as you look at the screen right now. Available shots, the lime 6, which is closest to the cue ball, straight to the side pocket. Other than that, you could probably cut the 2 ball in the same pocket. But that's the extent. Those are his choices. A solid or a solid. The 2 or the 6. He may be able to see the 13.
There you go.
And that's what he's playing, is the 13 in the side pocket. He refuses to take your advice or my advice. It's not advice. It's just trying to point out
what looks to be the
options.
shot.
Maybe the shot for us, but not for him. This is why I'm the #1 player in the U.S. Because I will select my shots. Not that we're trying to select them for him. We're just trying to get an idea what he might do.
Well, 12-10, obviously, here is the toughest. There you go.
Little angle.
He thinks the 12-10 goes inside. Why doesn't it? Looks good.
And he'll probably do that after the 9.
Well, I come straight across after hitting this ball and trying to get to that angle, to that combination.
Mm-hmm. He's looking at bringing the cue ball back to where his stick is now, so he can shoot the 11 and then kind of slide up for the combo. Float up for the combo.
How'd he do? Looks perfect.
Mm-hmm. Did you expect anything less? He seems very comfortable today.
I'm trying to break this ball, touch that 3,
well,
and now he has more options to make that combination.
Well,
Oh, yeah, the combination.
He's going to travel the 12. But he won't travel the cue ball.
Where's he playing? 9-ball still in play.
Mm-hmm. He won't travel the cue ball. He's got a 9-ball to shoot at, and then now he's got to come all the way down for this 12. Not all the way down. He'll want an angle to shoot back up, so he's got to give himself. He's got to go to the left side of the table for the 12. And he might decide to come 2 rails between the 1-4. Who knows? We'll see. 3 balls a hinder.
Right. It looks like 1 rail towards the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Good look at the reverse chicken wing stroke. Sidearm. Towards the side pocket. Whoa.
Works. Nice speed. 4 inches harder and he's in the drink.
Just a slight angle with the cue stick and
Is
pump this out 2 rails, I think.
Rail first.
Oh, rail first.
Rail first. Long straight in.
It's going to let out that long, loose stroke. What an out.
Shane breaking on the hill.
Appreciative crowd there. That wasn't exactly the easiest track. I mean, everything was all tied up.
No. No, he...
But he maneuvered. He made that first shot, slow back cut on the stripe in the side pocket.
Right. Thinking we only... At first, I called he only has 2 solids.
2 solids to shoot at.
And then he might be able to see the edge of this. And as he does that, he shoots it.
Shane breaking for the set here.
Enabled him to go into the final match against Rory Hendrickson, who's waiting.
Well, Jesse let this get away from him. He failed to run out a few times, and he actually had opportunities to run out Shane's break.
Mm-hmm. So if Shane
2 scratches and on Shane's break. If Shane breaks this in, break and runs this.
So if Shane gets in the final, we're going to have an all Dakota.
Dakota versus Dakota.
versus Dakota.
It's a South Dakota.
Final, there you go.
The South Dakota kid versus Fargo, North Dakota.
The South Dakota kid against the Fargo.
North Dakota pro. House pro.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me of
There's Joe Tucker and Mark Griffin.
There you go.
Joe Tucker, author of Racking Secrets. Mark Griffin, the owner of CSI, CueSports International.
Remember the movie Tin Cup?
Yes.
Okay. The House Pro versus the Top Pro.
The Top Pro.
There you go.
And that's what we'd have, right?
That's what we'd have.
The Touring Pro versus the House Pro.
Correct. And he wasn't even a House Pro. He was just a range operator.
Just a guy.
Yeah, just gave lessons.
As you can see, the 2 ball and the 14 lime stripe ball are kind of touching each other. They're not touching, but they're buried up together.
He's playing the 7. Looking at the 1 next.
Does he attack the 2 ball now, knowing that that's the problem ball?
If he does, he won't have a shot after it. Unless he gets a shot on the 2, so I doubt it. Doesn't have an insurance ball. Well,
there it is.
there you go. Yeah, attack. Does he have a shot?
Well, he can shoot the 3 ball. Maybe the lime ball, the 6 ball may go off into the 9 off this. I can't see it from here. That's awfully deep. But I think you're right, George. I mean, that was the tough thing to do there. But
he felt it was time to go.
Right. Exactly.
That's all it is. He felt it was time. He says, "I'm here now. I'll take it now."
What a shot!
He just cleared a spot for the 6 ball if he wants to, if he has to. It's pretty far down the table, but yeah. From the 4 to the 2, from the 2 to the 6, 5. And I'm not sure if the 8 ball goes by that 14 ball by the left-hand corner pocket on the bottom of the table there.
We'll take a look.
Foot.
Nope. but it goes in the side pocket, I believe.
The 6 or the 8? The 8. Okay.
The 8 after the 6 is gone.
So he's shooting the 5 here.
But wouldn't be surprised if he nudges the 8 right here.
That'd be a good call. Nudge the 8 or the 11 ball that opens up either way. You have a shot on the 6 to run over for the deuce and sayonara. Ooh, I thought he missed that ball when he first hit it.
He hit that pretty hard and caught a lot of rail.
And still made it. He'll come right over. Does he want to hit the 8 here? He might. He might. But that means that he could get hooked.
He's getting below this, I think.
Underneath, so no hook. All the way up.
He apparently likes this 8 somewhere. I don't see where.
I don't think so. He doesn't like what he's looking at right here.
I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose I wouldn't like what I'm looking at right there either. I mean, I like looking at it from here, but I can see that, to me, I don't think I can make the 8 ball. And he's straight in. So do you draw back to where you are and bank it?
Well, from here, it looks like that would be the only shot. He's staring at this one. Can he pass?
He might have half a pocket. I don't think so, but he might have half a pocket.
Well, the first time it didn't look like it went. The second time it looks like half pocket. If we look one more time, it probably has the whole pocket. Well, he's changing his mind.
I think he's drawing the ball back to bank it. Either way,
tough shot.
If he closes this rack out, he's moving on to the finals. If he doesn't, Jesse Bowman has a new breath of life.
Here we go. Interesting.
Well, there you go.
Interesting.
It to the other pocket.
It must go in this pocket.
There you go.
Not one time did I see him look over here. It must go by a lot over here.
He'll take the harder shot. Oh, wow, this is tight.
That's tight as well.
This is real tight. This would be a pretty shot.
Oh, beautiful.
And it was.
Shane Van Boening moves on 9-4, beating Jesse Bowman. Great tournament for Jesse Bowman.
Great tournament for Jesse. Shane having quite the day. Quite the day. And when he has a day, everybody's in trouble.
We got the finals coming up at 5:30.
See you then.
Shane Van Boening versus Rory Hendrickson. We will see you then, everybody.